TV.
Coming up, your exclusive backyard pass to the incredible private gardens of some of rock and roll's biggest names.
Here he is, Micky Dolenz and the Monkees.
We'll visit with 6 chart-topping musicians at home as they romp, relax, sow oats,
I mow. I like mowing. It's kind of a zen thing.
and commune with nature.
Isn't he magnificent? Look at him.
If you thought these stars rocked, wait until you see their gardens. Tune in. It's time to tee off. Next on Rock Gardens.
In the hole. Turn back. In the hole.
Hi, I'm Michelle Phillips. Welcome to Rock Gardens, your exclusive backyard pass to the incredible private gardens of 6 chart-topping rock musicians. During the years I toured with the Mamas and the Papas, I always looked forward to coming home to my garden. And the same can be said for the down-to-earth rock and rollers you're about to meet. Many rock stars live in the fast lane. Limousines, paparazzi, and screaming fans. Well, John Oates is very familiar with that world. For over 3 decades, singer John... Plus, hey, he's a monkey. Singer Micky Dolenz shares some valuable gardening tips of his own.
And the most important thing of all, the knee pad.
We'll be back with more Rock Gardens right after this.
Brought to you by Choice Hotels International.
Hot and spicy.
And Micky Dolenz reveals a meal in the making.
And I actually got a pretty nice sized little tomato already growing there. I'll probably have a nice salad eventually one of these days.
Rock Gardens. When you think of a monkey in a garden, you might imagine a tropical jungle. Well, the monkey you're about to meet actually lives in a 3-story Spanish hacienda. He's Micky Dolenz, one of the original members of the 1960s television phenomenon, The Monkees, and the lead singer on the first #1 hit, Last Train to Clarksville. That song was followed by a string of hits, including I'm a Believer and I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. Today, Micky continues to tour with the Monkees, but when he's not on the road, you can find him in his garden. Nestled in a canyon of native vegetation, this Southern California hideaway is home to the Monkees drummer, Micky Dolenz.
The last place I had was up in the hills, and it was like living in a treehouse, and a smaller place than this. But then I got engaged, and also I wanted a little more land, and I wanted a pool, and I wanted to kind of get out a little further from the hustle and bustle. We drove around looking at places, and, you know, I just had in my mind's eye this kind of place.
Micky found his dream home, complete with free-form multi-level pool, intimate spaces for entertaining, and sweeping views of the Southern California hills. For Micky, moving to the Spanish hacienda was something of a homecoming.
When I grew up in the valley here, I remember as a kid, it was still a lot of orchards and farmland around. And I remember wandering around, and there was still an orchard, apricots and peaches and oranges, and I just had lunch walking around. I've always loved having vegetables and fruit trees, and the first thing I did when I got to this house before I finished unpacking was I planted half a dozen fruit trees. I don't have a lot of flat land here at this place, so it's kind of difficult, but I have managed to chisel into the clay and plant a few things.
The entrance leading up to Micky's front door is lined with pots of roses, lilies, and an eagle statue. Wait, shouldn't that be a monkey? The pool was one of the major selling points of the home, with its authentic Spanish tiles and the calming sound of its waterfall. On hot summer days, Micky and Donna welcome friends and family to chill out and take a dip. It's not just Micky and pals who play around at the pool. An unwanted guest has been caught taking a dip.
My fiancée Donna is terrified of spiders. And I was on tour a couple of weeks ago. I'm backstage at a show, at a concert. I have my cell phone. I'm backstage. I'm just about ready to go on, and the cell phone rings, and it's Donna, and she's going, "Oh, there's a tarantula in the pool." And I'm going, "Well, just take it out with the, I can't touch it, I can't get it." And in the background, I'm hearing the band going, "Ding, dear, 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 dear." Honey, I gotta go on and say, "Here he is, Micky Dolenz, the monkey." Donna, take the thing and take it out of the pool, and boom, here we come. I gotta go. No, I can't touch it. It was funny.
Hey, he's a monkey, and he likes to monkey around in his garden. And Micky is more than happy to share a few hands-on tips.
So to plant a little petunia, we just dig a little hole in the ground and stick the sucker in there. That's about it. And these are annuals. Little splash of color around. There we go. And the most important thing of all, the knee pad. I don't have a gardener. I have a guy that does maintenance. He comes in, and I love pruning, and my children actually tease me about it, because I will be out in the middle of nowhere taking a walk, and I'll have a little Swiss Army knife, and I will start pruning the trees in the park. I've done all the planting, and I plan to do a lot more. Got a couple of deadheading over here to do.
Gotta take off the little dead heads and throw them away. Goodbye, dead head.
This one back about there. Out with the old, in with the new.
With his passion for plants, a large vegetable garden has long been on Micky's wish list. But for now, he's restricted to a planter box.
Well, this is about the extent of my vegetable garden, because I don't have enough flat land to actually plant a whole kind of farm, which I probably would if I did have the land. But I did get these tomato plants. I mean, each one is a different variety. And I actually got a pretty nice sized little tomato already growing there. I'll probably have a nice salad eventually one of these days.
Micky and Donna take full advantage of their outdoor living space, whether they're relaxing under the shade of a weeping willow or taking a moment to water their potted bougainvillea.
Now, who could I give that to? How about you? There's our big eagle. Scare away all the evil demons.
Tarantulas.
Tarantulas. I can't imagine why I would move from here unless I decided to move out of state or out of the country or something. I can't imagine. This is just, you know, it's ideal. It's wonderful. It's private. It's quiet. It's, you know, it's everything. No, it's lovely. We're very happy here.
And for the rocker whose greatest hits include I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, what garden would be complete without, you guessed it.
And these are my very own stepping stones. Get it? Stepping stones. Who writes this stuff?
Next up on Rock Gardens, singer Chaka Khan trades in the disco beat Who says gardens don't rock? Over the last hour, we've met 6 talented musicians and discovered how they harmonize with nature. And while we didn't find an octopus's garden, some of our guests have encountered a bit of wildlife in their backyards.
Tell him about your snake.
My snake, he's about like this big.
What's his name?
Slim Shady.
Songbird Chaka Khan calls out to some feathered friends.
My granddaughter, she'd come and point to like the ravens, and that's the first thing she really was saying, that she said was
We've had some funny things happen when we're here, but it's been very interesting. I won't go into the pig story. We'll do that. That'll be another show.
Whether your dream garden is in the mountains or by the beach, filled with roses or rabbits, birds of flight or birds of paradise, it's a jungle out there. We'd like to thank all of our guests for giving us a private tour of their spectacular rock gardens. I'm Michelle Phillips. Thanks for joining us.
It's neighbor versus neighbor on HGTV's friendly backyard competition, Ground Rules, on its new night and time, Monday at 11:30 Eastern and Pacific on HGTV.
Visit America's favorite home and